I always place great importance on open source projects. As you know, I also try to make videos about the major developments happening here, because this is what I think. All artificial intelligence models are developing exponentially. In other words, they're advancing at a rapidly accelerating pace. Closed models are very successful. They have surpassed what the average human intelligence can do. As of today, I think many end users won't immediately understand the features that come with the new models. With this in mind, open source models have also made great progress. Especially the second version of DeepSeek R1 is very successful. This will develop even further. Maybe very soon, with a very small open source model, we'll be able to generate any content we want on our own computers. Of course, I'm assuming our computer's capacities will also increase during this process. As of today, if we want to create completely free, unlimited, royalty-free images, videos, 3D objects, or text, the only place we can turn to is open source. We have no other choice. There's a fantastic application called ComfyUI that lets us use these open source production models on our own computers. Actually, ComfyUI has been around for quite a long time, but it was never as easy as its name suggests. Now, the community has gotten involved and really made it easy to use. So, what was the problem? To create anything, you had to download workflows from community websites, and finding the missing nodes in these workflows you downloaded was a real hassle. We don't have time to deal with all that. Even if we did have time, these days when everything is in a race to become easier, we just don't want to deal with anything that has the word difficult in it. By the way, the ComfyUI application was hosted on GitHub. The community took it off GitHub as well. They turned it into an application on a separate website like this. They also added highly successful and popular generative AI models into it as workflows. Now we can run them easily, smoothly, and without any issues. At the same time, if you don't want to run the models on your own computer, they also connected it externally via API connections. In short, it's a very efficient production tool. It's node-based. I explained this node logic before in ON 10. Popular apps like Blender and DaVinci use this. It's an interface made of little boxes like this. It's a structure where boxes connect to each other. We can call it a pipeline. You enter the prompt at pipeline start. From the other end of the pipeline, you get what you want: photo, image, video, or text. Or you can input an image at the start and get a video out the other side. It does all this using your own computer. Anyway, I could keep explaining, but it's better if I just show you. I'm on the ComfyUI.org website. I click download. On the page that opens, select your computer's operating system. Since I use a Mac, I'm choosing Mac. Here you can download and install it to your computer from GitHub using the From GitHub button. It started downloading the application. It's done. I double-click the downloaded file. The installation window opened. I dragged ComfyUI into the Applications folder. I double-clicked the ComfyUI application. It asked, "Are you sure you want to open it?" I clicked the Open button. The Welcome to ComfyUI window appeared. You can select and install it for your operating system. I click Get Start. We can adjust settings from the page that opens. I'm leaving it as recommended. You can do the same if you want. Some friends using Windows wanted to use the CPU during image or video generation. If they want, they can activate the Enable CPU mode checkbox here. But I'm warning you, only those who know about these things should do it. By the way, it would be great if friends using Windows could share their experiences here in the comments. It would also be helpful for others. I click the Next button. Here, it's asking where to save the ComfyUI data. I'm leaving it as default. You can choose any folder you want. Since it will download large models, it might fill up your computer's storage. You can also select an external hard drive. I click Next. The second section is Migration. If you previously installed ComfyUI, you can merge its files here. I click Next. Automatic updates are enabled, and I clicked Install. It downloads the files since this is the first installation. It takes some time, but for your next projects, it opens right away. Here, it has opened. We're greeted by a blank canvas. I can zoom in and out here using the mouse wheel. You add boxes here, like Legos. It works left to right. Say we want to make an image. We add a box. Here, we enter the image prompt. We connect this box to another, the image generation model. The last box is where we save the image. When we talked about agents, we discussed this box or node concept quite a bit. While in this area, I right-clicked. By hovering over Add Node and then selecting from the menu that appears, we can add any node we want and connect them to each other. Now, this section is the workflow creation area of ComfyUI. Here, as I showed, you can add notes and create your own workflow, your own process. But this would be a bit advanced for starters. Honestly, I don't think it's even necessary. Our job is to create content. I'll show you how you can do this easily. If after watching the video you still want to set up your own workflows, leave a comment below, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video about it. Now, let's look at the ready-made workflows inside. I went to the workflow menu in the top left corner. I clicked the browser template link. Templates for image, Flux, visual model, video, 3D, and audio. Everything is available. We look them start with basics. Click basics. I clicked the first one image generation. The workflow appeared. It found what's missing and gave the download link, so I don't have to handle it myself. This is a reduced stable diffusion 1.5 image generation model. It's only 2 gigabytes. I clicked download and it started. Now look, this is exactly what I was trying to say. None of us will be satisfied with the images produced by this model I just downloaded, but the image will be completely ours and there won't be any copyright issues. Of course, I'm saying this assuming you won't be making over $2 million in revenue per year and you'll be able to generate unlimited and censored content. I'm not saying this so you can immediately create something and censor, but it's unpleasant to pay for a model and then be subject to a company's policies. That's how it is now, but maybe soon we'll be able to create videos of V3 quality, or even better, on our computers or phones using local models. So I recommend you look at it this way and not give up on open source. The download is complete. As I mentioned at the beginning, it will generate the image with a left to right flow. Let's go through the nodes one by one. Load checkpoint is where the model is loaded. It's where we load the painter's brain. I can also see it from the left sidebar. I went to the model library, then the checkpoint folder. Shows stable diffusion 1.5. Let's check clip text encode node. Here, my prompt is translated into AI language. For example, if I write cat, it means find and bring the parameters for a cat in AI language. So, I enter the prompt I prepared. Let it draw an image of a naturally beautiful woman in her 20s. In the clip text to encode, we can enter negative prompts, things we don't want it to do, like don't make it blurry or no text or watermark. The empty latent image prepares a blank canvas. It creates a 512 by 512 pixel blank canvas. All these come together in the key sampler. It's the engine room. This is where the work finishes and the image is made. ComfyUI's real power. You can intervene at every stage of the production, both with the nodes and with the settings inside each node. Personally, I don't want to intervene in this area. I'm always after convenience and simplicity, but for those not after convenience and simplicity, I'll show some. This part is like an artist's brush. How often does the artist use the brush? How much paint will they load onto the brush? We can think of steps as the number of brush strokes. If this value is high, it draws detail. If it's low, it brushes over quickly, like a sloppy paint job. CFG guide. It adjusts how closely the output should stick to the prompt you enter. If this value is high, it follows the prompt very closely. If it's low, it works more freely. VD-code is the node that turns the data generated by the AI into an image we can see. Save image is the node that saves the image to our computer. To sum up from left to right, the model loads, you enter the prompt, a blank canvas is created, the AI draws, makes it visible, then saves it. That's the topic. I clicked the run button here and started it. A green frame appears around the active node. We can see the steps I just mentioned. It quickly took the prompts and the key sampler started. The image generated was shown by VD-code. We saw it in Save Image node and it was saved to my computer. Nice. Let's check out something else. From the workflow menu, I clicked on the browser template link. The templates opened up again. Let's see this image to image workflow. I clicked it and it opened up. It's going to transform an image I upload. There's a load image. I can upload an image by clicking the choose file to upload button. Again, using the stable diffusion 1.5 model, it will generate my image based on the prompt I provide. Once more, I went back to the browser template. You can assign a LoRa style with LoRa. Within Paint, you can select and modify a part of the image you want to generate. Without Paint, you can expand the image from the top, bottom, right, left, or from anywhere. There are also examples, so you can understand by looking at them. What else? There is embedding. You can teach it a character style. For example, it drew the girl and the image inside a frame. With glitch and text box, you can set object locations in the image. For example, here people were placed inside the tomato. LoRa Multiple lets you combine multiple LoRa's to create an image. These work with the same logic. When you click on them, it shows you the models that need to be downloaded. You just click the download buttons, it downloads and runs them. It's very simple. Stable Diffusion 1.5 probably won't satisfy you much. That's why I'm not focusing too much on these, but I think you get the idea. Let's take a look at Flux, a powerful local image generation model. I'm in the browser template. I've switched to the Flux tab. Look, Flux Dev, meaning the developer model. Schnell, the fast model. In Paint, I'll paint. E.g. the Flux Canny model. It's an image-to-image model. It draws something new by following the edge lines and outlines of the image you upload. For instance, it can create a rose in a different style while preserving the edge lines of the rose. It's the same shape but a different style. Flux Depth LoRa. This is image-to-image using the depth information of the image you upload. It understands foreground-background. It gives a sense of 3D-like depth. Like here, where the ghost figure is in the front and the background is blurry. The last one is Flux Relax. This is image to image. It takes the style of your reference image. It does style transfer. Let's do an example now. I clicked Flux Data and my workflow opened instantly. It latched, ready to grab us. It said I must download the Flux model. It's 16 gigabytes. If you didn't like Stable Diffusion, we brought you Flux. I click the download button. It'll take a little while. The download is complete. We could see it from here. I went to the model library from the sidebar. The Flux 1 dev model in the checkpoints folder. I'm entering the same woman model into my prompt box right away. The same nodes from Stable Diffusion are here as well. 1024 by 1024 was slow, so I switched to 512 by 512 for speed. I generate this, then run it at 1024 by 1024. I click the run button and the workflow started running. Here's info for you. You can use Flux Unlimited for personal use. But if it's for commercial use, you can't use the Dev or Pro versions. You can use Flux via API through its company, Black Forest Lab, which ComfyUI also allows, or you can use Flux now for free as well. As the name suggests, it's very fast. It allows commercial use. The image is finished. It's really nice. I mean, the image, the work itself is beautiful. The difference between Stable Diffusion 1.5 and this is night and day. It took 2.5 minutes to generate the image on MacBook Pro M1 Max. You can also share the results you get in the comments. I think it will serve as a reference for all of us. I especially think NVIDIA machines will deliver really good results. Let's do another example. Let's try Flux in Paint. I'm in the browser template and I've switched to the Flux tab. You can see in the preview that within Paint, a flower was added later to the girl's neck. I clicked on the workflow, it loaded and opened. It's like a shopping list. I clicked on all of them and the download started. If you search for missing ones on Hugging Face, download them and put them in the folder. It'll work too. Download started. Download complete. I'm in the Flux tab. I clicked on Flux in Paint and it opened. Everything looks ready. I'm uploading my image with load image. I wanted to add a cat to this image. I'm going to erase the spot where I'll add the cat. Then, it will add the cat using the ComfyUI prompt. I right-clicked on the image. From the menu, I clicked Open in Mask Editor. It opened, so it adds the cat right here. I'm erasing the area where the cat will be placed. Done. I clicked the Save button at the top. I entered my prompt into the prompt box. Insert a cat in the gap. The prompt is simple. I could make it fancier, but let's keep it simple. I clicked the Run button. Workflows started running, finished. It took about 6 minutes. It added the cat in a way that fits perfectly with the whole image. From the History tab, you can both see the image and check how long it took to create. You can save it wherever you want from the Save Image node. If you go to the folder where you installed ComfyUI, you can find the images, videos, the content you generated in the output folder. That's how you work with images locally. Let's also look at another image tab. I'm on the browser template. I went to the image tab. There's HiDream Y1, released in April. It's a very successful open source model. You can click to download and use the model Stable Diffusion 3.5. There are also simple Stable Diffusion XL models. That's how you generate photos locally. Now, let's look at generating videos locally. I'm on the browser template. I went to the video tab. As you can see, there are many open source video models you can use locally. One is a video model developed by Alibaba Cloud. 1VS was just announced. 1VS text video model 35 gigabytes. I downloaded it, but it didn't run on my computer. It got stuck. I'm looking forward to your Windows experiments. There's an image to photo model, a controlled video model. Upload a video. Tell it to make something like that, and it does. Currently, no closed source model does this. Here, the girl's video is given, and a man's video is made with the same movements. Outpainting expands the video. Only open source can do this. I think After Effects can do this a bit. FLF, meaning first frame to last frame videos. You provide the first and last frames, and it fills in between. The 1:2:1 text-to-video model is smaller. The 2:1 image-to-video model, video in Paint. In summary, everything in the VS model is also in the 2:1 model. There is the LTX text-to-video model, and image-to-video models. There's the Machi model. It's a successful model, Hunyuan, stable video diffusion, text-to-video, image-to-video. I'm trying the LTX text-to-video model and clicked on it. I downloaded the LTX video model. It's about 10 gigabytes and opened instantly. Since it's a text-to-video model, I'm entering my prompt to create a video. Ready-made prompt, not changing it. It says a woman with long brown hair and fair skin. Clicked run and it started processing. It's done. It took 408 seconds, 7 minutes. It made a 5-second video at 768 by 512 resolution. That's a good result. On a laptop. You can choose any video model you want and create videos like this. That's how video generation works. Let me tell you what else you can do. Maybe not right away, but you might need it in the future. I'm in the browser template. I'll show the APIs at the very end. Let's finish what we can do locally, so I'm skipping those now. Now, I've moved on to upscaling. Here, you can enlarge the image you upload while keeping its original form. There are different models, and you can use whichever you want. For example, you can quickly generate small images and then increase the resolution of the ones you like here. Control Net, as the name suggests, can be used to generate images in a controlled way. Line control, creating images while preserving character poses, generating images by considering depth of field. You can also create images where these features are used in combination. I've come to the Area Composition tab. Let's take a look one by one. With Area Composition, you can add any content you want to any region of the images. Don't think of it like in painting. In painting is image to image, so you can make changes on the image. In Area Composition, while generating the image from scratch, you can enter separate prompts for each region as you wish. With Area Composition Reverse, you can define the background and the object of the image you create separately. Area Composition Square Area for subject runs a frame that always keeps your object in the center of the square. This can be ideal for artistic creations or product images. I clicked another tab, the 3D section. You can generate 3D objects from images locally. For example, there's Hunyuan. I clicked it, it opened. Models take time to download. I got this earlier. This Hunyuan model is 5 GB. My workflow opened. I clicked Choose File to upload and picked a toy image from my computer to turn into 3D. Now it's converting this into a three-dimensional object. I clicked the Run button and it started working. It's done. It also opened a preview here. Here it was just an image. Now it's a 3D object. That's really valuable. I can rotate it however I want in this window with the mouse. It finished in about 3.5 minutes. We can also see this in GLB format in the ComfyUI output folder. Let me show you this as well, for example. As I mentioned before, there was the Blender 3D application. Let's bring it up and see. I'm in Blender. I deleted the default object. I clicked on the file import link. I went to the output folder. I opened the mesh folder and I'm importing the 3D file I just created. Look, my toy has appeared as a 3D model. We got here from a single photo. Great, last section has audio. Again, by using the local models, I can create as much free, unlimited, royalty-free music as I want. I went to the audio tab. There's the stable audio AC model. You can create instrumental music from text, songs with lyrics from text, or even edit existing music. I'll try one. I'll make instrumental music from text. I clicked the first AC model and it opened. I had already downloaded the models as well. I can come here and create music by entering the prompt for the music I want to generate. I entered my prompt and asked for Spanish chip music. Let's see. I clicked the Run button. Just like before, the workflow moves from left to right. It finished. I press play on the music and we listen. That's the result. The decision is yours. It sounded muffled to me. I feel like the music should be clearer. I guess this is one of the biggest problems with AI music models. This muffled sound, I mean. All the free local usage options are like this. I don't want to deal with this. Tell me the price and what it can do. Let's check the API. ComfyUI has set up a system here. You just pay ComfyUI in one place, and ComfyUI lets you use all the models and pays on your behalf. I clicked on the profile icon on the right. From the menu, I click Top Up. Here, you can load $5, $10, or $20, any amount you want. The amount is deducted. After my last top up, I have $4.60 left. I went back to the browser template. They could really make a shortcut for this. The most used menu is all the way at the back. Weird. From here, I went to the Image API tab. All models, closed and open, showed up. Sending the request creates the product and sends it to me. My computer won't get overloaded. Flux Context Pro is a new feature. You upload an image and it converts it to the style you want. It's like ChatGPT's Image One, but since it's open source, there are no limits. Luma, Recraft, Runway, Stability AI, Ideogram, OpenAI, Image One, all the well-known models are here. I clicked Flux Pro Ultra and my workflow opened. Then I entered the woman prompt I used earlier. I clicked the Run button. Flux servers generate the image and return it. Cost 6 cents. It's done. It created the image quickly. The image is 2048 by 2048. Let's try image to image. I'm on the browser template Image API. Clicked on Context Pro. It will transform the photo I uploaded. I sent my own photo from my computer. Prompt ready, not changing. It will recreate the image in pop art style. I clicked the Run button and it started working. It's done. It turned out to be an amazing pop art image. Everything sped up so much once I paid. Wow, fans were flying in the air here just now. Let's check out the Video API models. I'm on the browser template. I switched to the Video API tab. All the well-known models, open and closed, are available. Kling AI Image to Video, Kling AI Video FX, Kling FLF, First Frame Last Frame Videos, Luma Image to Video, Runway Pika, VO2. All the well-known ones are here. Let me try one. I clicked my max text-to-video workflow. Workflow opened. I entered the prompt I just used in LTX. Costs me 43 cents. I clicked run. It finished. It's a 5-second video. It turned out pretty well. That's what you get for 43 cents. It got the story. It worked. Took 2.5 minutes. Not that short. Let's look at an API-based generation. 3D API. Rodin tripo models make 3D from images. Select any image to make a 3D object. Next is LLM API. Just added new. I clicked on the tab. Look, there are OpenAI and Gemini. Here's what their workflow does. You upload an image. It analyzes the image you uploaded and then creates a new generation prompt for you. I clicked on OpenAI. You can already see what it does in the advanced options node. I translated it into Turkish with DeepL. Like I said, Expert analyzes the image you upload and generates a prompt for a new creation or for something else. You can use it from here or you can copy it and use it in your own chat model. Gemini's version is more advanced. If you want to use one, you can. That's the topic, what it does. If you wonder about the cost of these operations, I went to my profile icon and clicked it. Menu opened. Here, there's an API pricing option. I clicked on it, and on the web page that opened, you can see how much each model charges per generation. We've reached the final section. All the workflows I've explained so far come included with the ComfyUI application. They're constantly updated and improved. Besides these, the ComfyUI community also creates workflows and publishes them on their websites. If you want, you can upload workflows you've developed in ComfyUI to these sites and share them with others. Let me show you this and wrap up the video. I'm on the ComfyUI interface. I click the share icon at the top right. As you see in the pop-up, these are the platforms I mentioned. OpenArt AI, ULM, and so on. E.g. opened OpenArt. From the menu, I open all workflow, search FluxDev. FluxDev supports workflows. As you see, there are many. You can download, install, and run whichever ones you want, if you can manage it. Why do I say that? None of them have a simple or easy workflow. You download it, and 1,000 nodes are missing. Let me show you how it works if you want to try. I clicked one. Its promise is I can generate images like these girls. I clicked the download button. It downloaded as a JSON file. If you want to upload your own workflow, you export it as a JSON file. I went to ComfyUI. Using the workflow open option, I opened the JSON file I downloaded. As you can see, 3 nodes or node packages are missing. Hoping, I click Open Manager, expecting it to find the missing parts. But it's like talking to a brick wall. You download whatever you find. It doesn't work, so we couldn't use it. Just to show you, that's how ComfyUI is. I hope you liked it and will use it. I think the point we're at right now isn't just a technical advancement, but I see it as the democratization of creativity. Just a year ago, the kind of work Hollywood studios spent millions of dollars on can now be done on our home computers. This is definitely just the beginning. Alongside this, the open source world also points to a single truth. Artificial intelligence is no longer just in the hands of big companies. It's on all of our computers now. Maybe a year from now, we'll be able to quickly create 30-minute videos with an open source video AI model that's only 2 gigabytes in size. These tools are our extensions, our pens, our brushes. This is what the new world looks like now.